Good day, my people. You all are welcome. I'm here to talk about the 1934 document that recognized Igbanke kings as Obi and not as Enoge. The last time, the Oba of Bini Palace released a press statement, and in that press statement, the Oba of Bini Palace said that Igbanke kings were never known as Obi and Eze since the history of Igbanke people. They said that Igbanke kings are known as Enoge since their history, which is false and misleading because Igbanke kings are known as Obi in the past and not Enoge. In the press release made by the Oba of Bini Palace, in the last paragraph here, look at what they said. One curious aspect of the false narrative and claims by the so-called Igbanke dissident group is that their erstwhile traditional heads were identified as Obis and Ezes. This is strange, as right from the time of the Midwest and even before then, up to the enactment of the Bendel State Traditional Rulers and Chiefs Edict of 1979, no Obi or Eze or any such Igbo title existed in Edo land and even Igbanke for that matter. This is what the Benin Traditional Council released concerning Igbanke people. Does it show that the Bini Palace are saying the truth? No. This press release shows that they are lying just to claim Igbanke land. How can you say that Igbanke kings were known as Enoge since their history? How can they be saying Igbanke kings were not known as Obi and Eze, that in the edict of Chiefs and Kings enactment in 1979, this, that. All those things are just fabrications. Is Oba of Bini the one that elected those kings in Igbanke as Enoge? No. You have never crowned anyone there, and you are here claiming that they are being known as Enoge. Can you imagine? Igbo people in Igbanke are the very first people to occupy Igbanke land. When they settled in that land, the land is empty. Nothing is there. Igbo are of Igbo origin. They did not migrate from a Bini-speaking territory. The deity in Igbo is called Nwa Obu. It's not called Ogun or Sango or Rumila or Ududua. It's called Nwa Obu. We also have other deities in the southeast called Obu. The Obu deity in Igbanke land are connected to the Obu deity in Aguleri. They are the same people. Ake is another community in Igbanke. Ake people are also of Igbo origin. When we say Igbo origin, we are not saying that they must migrate from southeast. No, the four corners of Igbo land is Igbo origin. Ake people in Igbanke are also of Igbo origin. Everything about them is Igbo. They have never recorded any history that these people spoke Bini language. The Obi of Igbo was never crowned by the Oba of Bini. Ake people, their king was never crowned by the Oba of Bini. Ota, the Obi of Ota, was never crowned by the Oba of Bini. That name, Igbo and Ake, was joined together and it was called Igbanke. That name Igbanke is originally pronounced as Ibaki. Yes, Igbo and Ake was joined together and that is Ibaki. That is the name of that community. The name of the community is of Igbo origin. So how come Oba of Bini Palace just dey lie to claim people for this 21st century where we say we dey information age? The document of 1934 recognized Igbanke kings as Obi, not as Enoge. When Igbanke people were under Agbo district, they were known as Obi. But when they were joined to the Edo State district, they started bearing Enoge. Mind you, Igbanke historians said that the Oba of Bini told Igbanke kings to start using Enoge title and not Obi. Everyone in Igbanke knows this thing that we are talking about. It's on record that the Oba of Bini made them to stop using Obi title that is indigenous to them, and he made them to start using Enige. But because the Oba of Benin wants to claim people's land and their resources, he started saying that there was nothing like Obi in Igbanke land. This is the reason why Benin people are everywhere lying. All their history is filled of lies, because now their palace they give them leg. The kings in Igbanke land said that they are known as Obi. Oba Benin the first they made a BNG. The kings also said that their ancestry is never traced to Benin, that no be Oba Benin born them. Oba Benin is still saying in his press release that he gave birth to them. Can you imagine? People they talk their history, they force them to identify as you. Document is exposing you people, and you people are still insisting, forcing Benin identity on people. The last time, Ijaw people were having an issue with the Oba of Benin, whereby the Oba of Benin was claiming that the land that indigenous Ijaw people occupy in Edo State, he was claiming that he owns that land. Land where Ijaw people don't occupy before the Oba of Benin come from Ile-Ife. And today, he have now faced Igbanke people to claim their land, but we not agree, because we will keep telling the world that Igbanke people are of Igbo origin and are not Benin people. Igbanke people are not Benin people. Documents they expose on still hold ground. In the second paragraph of that press release made by the Oba of Benin Palace, look at what they said. They said that against the background of this false narrative by these ignorant and unscrupulous persons, it is therefore important to set the record straight and to state unequivocally that the Igbanke people, who are known to be enlightened and very hardworking ethnic community in Edo State, have their ancestral links with the Benin. Even though over time their language have been influenced by their location and interaction with other ethnic groups from Delta State, particularly the Ika-speaking people. They are historically and genetically Benin people whose ancestors have constantly paid homages to the Oba of Benin, on whose traditional land they inhabit. This information made by the Oba of Benin Palace is false and misleading. Igbanke people are not of Benin origin. How come Igbanke people are of Benin origin and they don't have any Benin deity in their land? When we tell you that Benin people are of Yoruba origin, if we tell you that Benin people are Yoruba people from Ile-Ife, we have 2000% evidence to show that Benin people are Yoruba people from Ile-Ife. First of all, the deities in Benin land, all the deities that Benin people worship are from Yoruba land, are from Ile-Ife. Benin people worship Ogun, Sango, Orumila, Eshu, Oduduwa. They worship all those deities. All the deities in Benin are of Yoruba origin. That is to tell you that these people are Yoruba people, even if they speak a different language from Yoruba land. If you look at Benin people, they bear Yoruba names. Most of their titles are of Yoruba origin. The title of their Oba, which is Oba, is a Yoruba title. Oba is not an indigenous title in that Idu land. But the case of Igbanke is different. How come you claim that Igbanke came from Benin, but they don't speak Benin language? They don't have Benin culture and traditions. They don't eat Benin food. They don't worship Benin deities. How come? Igbanke kings are the offer holders in their community. In my last video, an elderly woman from Igbanke said that what they use in Igbanke since their history is offer. She said that what they use is offer, and that Ada and Eben was introduced to them by the Oba of Benin then. She said that Ada and Eben was given to them that it's not indigenous to Igbanke land, it's not indigenous there. Now, all these things shows that Oba of Benin Palace just they lie to claim Igbanke land. We must speak against it, because so many people will be like, where did they give these people mind to they speak against the order of Oba of Benin? Oba of Benin are human being. We are not in the era whereby, because when they fear kings, if king can't lie or they do anyhow, una no go fit speak against them. In Igbo land, it's not like that. If our king do anyhow, we go speak against them. Benin people are not like that. Anything the Oba talk, they go follow, they go obey, they go carry that thing along. Now so they be. We Igbos, we are not like that. We must speak against the evil agenda of everybody in this country. Benin Palace should stop lying. Stop Stop lying to claim people. Igbanke historians, all their historians are saying that they are not of Bini origin. They are not from Bini. Their ancestors are bearing Igbo names. They are being ruled by the Ofo. Ofo controls Igbanke people. Their kings are known as Obi. And you are here forcing them to identify as Inige. Now, in the second page of that press conference made by the Oba of Bini, the second paragraph reads, the recently suspended Enige in Igbanke were among the other Enige in Bini Kingdom with long, undeniable history of affiliation with the palace of the Oba of Bini, whose final authority and prerogative of Bini Kingdom rulership was necessary for any Enige to be recognized and restored across the Bini Kingdom. In addition, the Oba of Bini had for a long time recognized Igbanke people as Benis. The Igbanke people migrated from Benin City in history to settle in their present location. Records have explicitly shown this for long and in the Benin Traditional Council. This one is a lie, a very big lie. Igbanke people did not migrate from Benin. How can you be forcing someone to identify with you? This is land grabbing. It's very wrong to be forcing people to identify with you. People they thought they don't migrate from you, still they force them. History is betraying you people and you people are still forcing it. The third paragraph said that the Enige that have lived in Igbanke have all been loyal and played their traditional chieftaincy roles loyally in history to the Oba of Benin as other Enige in the rest of Benin Kingdom. What we must know is that Benin Kingdom have been subjecting other tribes in that land for a very long time. We know all those history. How Benin people have been invading communities, using them for sacrifice, doing all manners of evil to them. So out of that here, some people still pay homage to the Oba of Bini. Paying homage does not mean Bini ancestry or Bini origin. This is what these people don't understand. They are still trying to force that their dead empire period on people. You are forcing an empire in a democratic country. Paying homage does not prove ancestry. In the past, a people that are being oppressed, invaded, pay homage. But when they get total freedom, they stop paying homage. So homage does not prove ancestry or origin. The fourth paragraph said that their recent acts of rebellion in which they sought to undermine the long-standing tradition of Benin Kingdom by their acts of sacrilege were actively carried out by the suspended Enige, including those of Igbanke. Some pertinent questions to be asked are, if they claim they are not Benin people, under what law are their so-called Obi and Eze recognized in old Midwest, Bendel, and now Edo states? This question is rubbish because you not get head. Documents they show you say in 1934 they are known as Obi and Eze, and you are still here talking about under which law? Which law? Which law exactly? Igbanke kings were made to stop using Obi, which is their indigenous title. They started using Enige, so all those laws no matter. These documents here have proven to the world that before 1934, Igbanke people are known as Obi. Their kings are known as Obi and Eze, not as Enige. If they are known as Enige, the document will record it. The document will recognize them as Enige. So calling on Edo law, Nigerian law to recognize them or to prove them wrong that they are not Obi is invalid. Now that one is just lie. There's nothing like law or no law. No. Are these people thinking that Nigerians are fools? Nigerians are not fools. In this information age, you are still forcing people to claim them. You say enactment. Which enactment? Even Delta State law recognized Anioma people as Igbos. All the Obis in Anioma, Obi of Abo, Obi of Umunede, Obi of Owa, all of them are recognized as Igbo people. No one recognized them as Urubo people. This one, no, they were recognized as Igbo. And Igbanke people are brothers with the entire Ika speaking people. What Ika people use as the title of their kings is Obi. So because Igbanke people are now in Edo State, you force them to start using Enige. You are not claiming that they are not using Obi before. So in Edo State, only Oba get the entire Edo State. No, that one, we don't allow that one work. Igbanke kings are known as Obi and not Enige. So all this press release made by the Oba of Bini is all filled with lies. This is why many of these Bini people are online ranting, lying, claiming people. If the Oba of Benin Palace can come out and tell us that Igbanke kings that settled in that land before Benin people came from Ile-Ife, if the Oba of Benin can tell you that these people are not known as Obi but Eze, if he can be claiming the land of people that have occupied that place before he came, how come people are believing that Ikaladeran left that Igoremigodo land, went to Ugoton, ran away from there, went to Igala, ran away from there, went to Ile-Ife and became their king? All those things are lies. Kingdom where we say what they are doing is lying, claiming people, forcing people, defending lies. How do you think that their history is not filled with lies? This is the issue between these people and Yoruba people. Claiming that na dem born Oduduwa, na dem born Oduduwa, Oduduwa live Benin Kingdom. And history is proving you people that Oduduwa is not a prince from the Ogiso dynasty. Ogiso people are denying that they don't know Oduduwa. You people are still forcing Ogiso people to accept Oduduwa. This is the case between you people and Esan people. Claiming that Esan people are your children. You keep claiming that the entire Anema people are Benin people, that Benin own Anema land, Benin own Anambra State, Benin own Enugu Ezike, Benin own Ijaw people, Benin own everywhere, Benin own the whole West Africa, Benin own the whole world, Benin own Japan, Benin own Benin Republic. Whoa. People like this cannot tell you the truth. But we will always resist them by speaking against their plans and agenda to claim Igbanke people who are Igbos. We stand by Igbanke people. Igbanke people are Igbos. And there is nothing anyone can do about it. Ishiagwale.